Every single bull market and bear market that I've been a part of, the same exact thing has happened that has caused millions of people to lose millions of dollars. And I do foresee that this thing is approaching, whether it be today, tomorrow, next month, next year, I don't know. But I do know that it's going to happen again. And if you are not prepared for this specific thing, you are going to lose more crypto than you can possibly imagine. And so, what I wanted to do very quickly is make this video for you all, explaining exactly what this thing is, why it happens, and how you can avoid it. And if you are a new investor, especially, I need you to stop whatever you're doing and listen very closely because, again, if you ignore this, you will end up losing some of, if not all of your crypto. So, let's get into it. Now, in order for you to understand why this specific things happen, I need to lay the foundation, give you the context, and kind of show you why it happens, I suppose. So, every single bull market, let's start in the bull market. Every single bull market, money is easy, right? Whether you're a creator, an investor, a business, or a software provider, a service provider, it doesn't matter. Making money is easy. Everything is going up. Retail investors are excited. Liquidity is high. Everyone's winning. Everyone's euphoric. Again, it's easy. This is why everyone just seems to be like a genius during the bull market, right? As long as you just say, hey, things are going to go up, you look like a genius. And although this is fun, and although this is, an exciting period in time, especially within the world of crypto, especially compared to what we're in right now, this breeds a problem. The problem with a moment like this, with easy money, is that it lures, it magnetizes fraud, it magnetizes corner cutting, it magnetizes poor foundations and bad fundamentals. And what I mean by that is it offers the ability for people who will cut corners or create businesses with bad fundamentals or fraudulent investors or fraudulent CEOs to create successful companies. Because someone like Sam Bankman Fried can just use the bull market as a disguise to start really doing fraudulent bad things. You got more customers coming in, they're using your exchange is growing, you're generating profit, you're raising money. Everything can look very good because you're capitalizing on that influx of retail investors and that influx of liquidity. And this sort of environment spawns, it like just creates all of these poorly managed, terrible fundamental type businesses that end up having problems. You can think about some great examples of this or Anchor Protocol from back in 2021 and 22, FTX from 2022. You got a whole bunch of them from say 2018 and 2019. I mean, it happens every single cycle. And what ends up happening is that as that bull market starts to come to an end, you start to notice the cracks in their foundations. Because these people came in during the bull market when things were easy and they created these companies on bad fundamentals or fraudulent practices, those cracks are going to start to show the moment that the music stops, right? Because now when the bull market is coming to an end and the bear market is starting, you don't have all of those customers to disguise your problems. You don't have all of that growth to disguise your flaws. You don't have those things. And it really makes you face yourself as a company in which most companies don't really survive it under those circumstances. And what ends up happening is that as that bear market does begin, those cracks that are now showing start to break down the foundation. And as that foundation breaks down and chips away over an extended period of time, what you'll notice is that those companies will tend to collapse. As I mentioned before, Anchor Protocol, FTX are some fantastic examples of this. Now, the reason why I'm telling you this and the reason why I'm giving you this context is because I see this coming. Over the course of 2023 and 2024, we saw more companies pop up and more cryptos pop up and more creators pop up than basically ever before. I mean, we went to 11 million crypto projects? Like, it was just there, right? And amongst this influx of creators and companies and projects is a substantially higher amount of fraudulent and bad fundamental companies, more than you can possibly imagine. And if this crypto market continues in the direction in which it's been going, which is going downwards, right? If Bitcoin falls to 74K and alts continue to fall like they have been, what I can guarantee to you is that some of these companies are going to have their cracks exposed, jokes aside, and they're going to see their foundations really start to break away. And as time progresses, and if we do move into a bear market, you're going to start to notice these companies collapsing and all of the people who are interacting with and using the products that they offer or the services that they offer losing some of, if not all of their crypto. And so, a good example of this, for example, is let's say there's a new exchange that popped up in 2023 and went absolutely amazing. Things have been going great. They're updating their UI, and you like it so much, you're just leaving a ton of money on it every single day because you're trading. And then one day the bear market does start, whether that's today or next week or yesterday or whenever, and things start to slow down a bit. They start to make a little bit less money. The funds are coming in and they're not coming in as they once were. And that company starts to recognize, like, man, we've been spending more money than we're possibly making, but because we were growing, things looked like we were actually doing well. But in all honesty, they were just burning a ton of cash and just using new user inflows to kind of fund everything that they were doing. And then those inflows start to end, and next thing you know, they realize that their operation doesn't work. Their fundamentals are broken. The rewards that they're offering, or the APIs that they're offering, or whatever it may be, simply is not sustainable. It can't last. And next thing you know, they recognize that there's not enough money to be able to support withdrawals. They start to kind of do weird stuff in the background to try to hide and cover up the fact that they're illiquid. Someone finds out, then they make a tweet about it, then people start pulling their crypto off the exchange, and now everyone's starting to freak out, and everyone's trying to pull their crypto off the exchange, and now no one has any money because they shut down withdrawals. They left with the money, they disappeared, and you have nothing remaining. That's how fast it happens. And we are going to see things like this happening more than you can imagine, especially if this crypto bull market is over. Again, I'm not saying the bull market's over. This is not a video for speculating. I am not speculating when I say if the bull market is over, we are going to see this happen. And I need you to understand that. And that is why I'm making this entire video, is to warn you that companies will start breaking. They are going to start collapsing. And if you are overexposed to any exchange, any service provider, any blockchain, any crypto project, whatever it may be, I'm telling you, you are going to end up losing a lot of money. The only way to avoid this, the only way to make sure that you are not a victim of someone else's bad fundamentals or fraud, is to ensure that you are not overexposed to anything. If you have 10% or 20% or 30% of your total net worth on one exchange, take it off. Moving it to a bank's probably a better place, or put it in stablecoin and send it to a cold wallet. If you have all your money invested in a passive income protocol, take it off and get it out. Trust me, because I didn't think that I was going to lose $80,000 on Anchor Protocol in 2022 until it was too late. I didn't realize I was going to temporarily lose $25,000 on FTX until it was too late. So trust me when I tell you, this is the moment where you start to pay attention to where all of these different funds are at, where you're over allocated at, and start pulling that back into your possession, because the cringy phrase, not your keys, not your crypto, is more important now than it's probably ever been in your investing journey. So trust me when I tell you, I need you to go look at your spreadsheet or go look at your breakdown, figure out where you're over allocated at, pull some of those funds and put them into your possession, whether it's cold wallets or maybe even hot wallets, but just get them into your possession. Because if you are overexposed to any company, any blockchain, any exchange, anything, you are going to end up losing. This is going to be my third bear market. Whenever this bear market starts, this is my third one. And every single one prior, both of the bear markets I've been a part of before this, I saw this play out over and over and over again. So do not fall for these traps. Do not fall for the toxic mindset that you're just invincible to things like this, because trust me, as someone who's been through this myself, you're not, and you will lose. So don't don't overexpose to any place. Start getting your crypto back into your possession. Get it into cold wallets. Go store it off chain, and you'll be okay. But I just had to make this video for you, because trust me, we're going to look back at this video and I'm going to tell people, I told you. So trust me on this. Be progressive about this. Go get it done now. And then I'll see you in the morning in another video. Peace out, everybody.